now. I bounce off the freeway, ricochet in the Chevy. Up in LA, hit your hood and park ballet. Ain't nothing you can tell me, a dream you can sell me. Tell me if you're ready, I live to hit me. Smarter than the average, learn game from a savage. Never sell your soul for the fame of the cabbage. Men make money, money never make the men. I found money make men funny, cause some make them sin. I learned a lesson about women. I just cheese and she bounce like, in other words, you can't turn a rat into a housewife. You can't lie to me, I know you got your PI degree. That's why I shake you haters like the ivory. 5 plus 2 more reasons, I'm thinking alligators. Shoot with the pedal on cruise and linking navigators. I ain't mad you haters, cause we got papers. The DJs play us, yelling Jesus save us. Rocking with the majors, vacating Vegas. Don't tell no woman if you need it, she can pay us. Be right, paid us, now millions await us. To get the crowd moving to attract needs, made make it bounce. I can see clearly now, came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now. Say what? I can see clearly now, came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now.
At ease, freeze, feel my vibe. About to serve something fat, holla, hear me right. The media taking up who they want to. Forced to live like that, making power moves. Nation hot tracks from my zeros. My pub in my congo. I get down to triple O. Snakes in the game, heating up, I'm squeaking. God open up the door, ain't no need for sneaking. Worldwide, name known, 2G, name owned. Every time on the road, do a show, love show. Motivated by Christ, give it all we can. Round the world in the day, cause we in demand. Do you love me? Riders never sleep, would you sub me? Bouncing in your G, while the thugs be hanging on the street, and the clubs be moving to my beats.
Make it bounce, I can see clearly now. Came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now. So I can see clearly now. Came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now.
Swayze, like knock hard like Jay-Z. When in her scope, one on bomb hit, they pace me, you know what? Like off a Rettenbacher, I keep it poppin', baby. We bout to take you on a journey, you can't stop it, baby. They say I'm crazy cause I act like this. To the world, I got the dance floors packed like this. I wanna live like the rich and get to the poor, so we can all have dough and educate to get low. Sent those, wreck those, they get out of pocket. While they milk like chocolate, we the ones making profit. You can't change mine. My lyrics got hang time, be so tight if you can see to be throwing up gang signs. Non-alcoholic, we like to move a mountain, young bowler. With honey steady counting, giving God praise. Come and drink from his fountain, but turning up and holler back while you bounce.
Make it bounce. I can see clearly now. Came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now. I can see clearly now. Came down to a sign, so they fear me now. See the lights on my eyes, ain't weary now. Turn it up, holla back, and you feel me now.
What I see, can you feel what I feel? Throw your hands in the air, can you see what I see? Can you feel what I feel? Throw your hands in the air, can you see what I see? Can you feel what I feel? Throw your hands in the air, can you see what I see? Can you feel what I feel?
The name of the group is 2G's, Gospel Gangster. I tell me, baby. Oh, 2G.
I'm just a brother from the street that came to lead my people out of captivity.
Well,
the number one ever in America.
It's the first video. I'm like really excited.
Blow me in the man. It's my hour to shine.
It's TikTok.
No, TikTok. My role in the group is to be the hypers. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, that's a whole nother thing right there. He's a whole nother level of energy.
The holiest hooligan, you heard me?
Tick, not only is he a great rapper, but the brother can sing through the flow. He is the example of all examples. We've got to intervene and care about people. An incredible person who could have been thrown away and forgotten. Then there's Chili.
I'm Chili, baby.
He's very bright. He was a barber.
The anime.
So he knows hair.
Well, about you.
He knows style.
Ain't about meaningful.
He's a designer also.
But respected by all.
And as he puts it, he's always studying his craft.
I'm Mr. Solo.
Solo is the leader, trust me. Energy around him is really solo, but he's very serious. about it.
AKA the code to Moses done died.
Not only are they rappers,
2 G's, 4 live.
but their rapping means something.
Gospel Gangstaz is comprised of ex-gang members that are now Christians.
It's like my whole life. So I used to be full of bad news, now I'm full of good news.
It's a life sentence. We're stuck in this. We don't want to go nowhere. We can't go nowhere if we wanted to. We was called. This is destiny.
Westside G-boy, had no love in my fetal stages. Bust gauges from a pee-wee to BG to teenage rap pages. Outrageous, I ain't the one to step two. I sting you like a killer bee and swarm like the roots. I can't allow myself.
They come from the inner city.
I'm originally from Compton. Huh? You heard, man?
They are Crips
I was a Crip.
From South Central Los Angeles.
and Bloods.
I was from Eastside Fruittown, Power Room.
And I was a part of a whole scenario out there, you know what I'm saying? Banging, slanging, jail, all that, you know what I'm saying? I come through the ranks.
They are not perpetrating. And if you want to reach people, you have to, young kids, you have to come to them with truth. The reason I feel that they're so disenfranchised now, kids are so disappointed and disillusioned, is because adults aren't real with them. They're playing games with them. Gospel gangsters don't play games with anybody.
I still get respect because, you know, people know that I'm real. I was real then, I'm still real. Ain't nothing changed, just the side I'm on.
They're serious about their ministry, but they're serious about where they've come from.
The essence of us is the street, you know what I'm saying? Operation Liquidation is with the homeboy Solo, do that all by itself. We just, you know what I'm saying, just like, man, just wilding on it, and it's so hype.
You got 5 seconds on your radio up. One instance, you know, I was involved in a situation where I was helping one of my partners from my turf, and, you know, gunshots went off, and I happened to, you know, get caught with the buckshots, and I was 17 years old. And I had exchanged gunfire with people before, but they'd never been that serious, and I got caught with a 20-20 gauge, and the buckshots kind of just sprayed me, you know, and it sprayed me from like my leg, like my knees, my legs, and you know, up. And it was God's grace that I'm here, because it could have stayed compressed, and it could have just knocked a hole in me, you know, and put a big hole in me, and or it could have, you know, it could have caught my insides, and I could have been walking around with a bag right about now. And matter of fact, the guy who came when they called the ambulance and stuff, they was like, you must have somebody praying for you. You got some angels, because you're supposed to be in the meat wagon. But I knew it was the prayers of my mother, you know. So, and the second time, I was 19 years old, I believe. I think I was 20. Somebody just rolled up on my car. I just unloaded on the car. They let off 12 rounds through the doors, through the windows, and bullet hit my elbow and nicked my shoulder. But it wasn't, it's like God's always been there. And when the police got there, they said, where's the body? Because the car was rattled. The car was towed back. But only thing happened was the bullet had nicked my elbow and it was bleeding, and I had a nick on my shoulder. And so it was a blessing, you know. Didn't hit it. I was ducking. When they started shooting, I couldn't look back, and bullets started flying through I just started seeing the window shatter. Just put my head down and stopped with my head down. And I was just waiting for the fatal blow. I was waiting for when the bullet finna strike me in the neck or the head. I was just waiting just to absorb it, just like whatever. And I'm smashing with my head down. I could have hit anything and crashed and killed myself if I didn't have a seatbelt on.
The first time I seen somebody die, I was like 10 years old. I seen them get beat in the head with a baseball bat. I didn't have a dad, for one, and my mom, you know what I'm saying, my mom was on drugs and everything, so it just like, my homies had more love for me than my family did, because they all said, you gonna grow up to be a thug, you ain't gonna be nothing. You know how your mom said, you gonna be just like your daddy, and you know, all them old, you know, them shooting sparks, and then we was already poor, we didn't have no money, so you know, then I learned how to hustle, you know what I'm saying, and my homies, the big homies from the hood put me down, so then I just started to hustle, and you know, I was dope then and gangbanging at the same time, you know what I'm saying, so it was just all wrapped up in the same thing.
TikTok was going through the same similar situation, and he had got out of incarceration, and he was going back to the same neighborhood, and it's like, after 3.5 years, nothing has changed, it's the same thing, it's back to jacking, it's back to slanging dope. And that's a scary situation to be in when you're not even controlling your own life. I knew if I died without Jesus that I was lost. And so I was like, don't let me die in sin, Lord. And God spared my life in that situation. And I thank him. But then I went back to the same situations, and then got into a situation where I'm hustling, and I caught a federal case. And they was trying to, you know, they was on my pursuit, you know. So I was like, man, you know, they trying to give me some time for this. and I'm eluding this situation, and then the person who got me in it, I wanted to murder this man. Thank you, Jesus. We come before your throne of grace, Lord God, with thanksgiving and praise.
How does gangster go with gospel? Well, we love Christ, you know what I'm saying? We truth bearers, but we G's, you know what I'm saying? We from the streets.
Gospel gangsters came together when, at a point in my life, I was coming to a crossroad where I was getting to a lot of different situations. I was serious, and I was just tired of my life. I was tired of the violence and the nonsense, the drugs, and just everything that went along with living on this, like, far as being from a neighborhood and living street life. And I'm like, man, you know, I just broke down and said, Lord, you know, you gotta help me. You gotta save me. You gotta get me out of these situations. And if you really have a purpose for my life, I ask you to come in and make the difference.
So then he started ministering to me and stuff about going to church. I was like, why don't you just try it out? Just try it. When I met my homie that was a blood in church, I didn't even want to sit by him.
TikTok had a lady from our church had been ministering to him on a whole nother page, and we all had came. We was going. My mom had been going to that church that the lady was going to, and we came through. You know, all I had on was blue, and you know, I used to see the little red he wearing, and I used to be in church, and you know, we both wanted Jesus, but we both understood we was enemies.
I used to be sitting in church. He right there. I screwed over. You know what I'm saying? Because I still had that in me. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the carnal man, the natural man, this is my mortal enemy. So then we looking at each other, but then our hearts really didn't want the streets no more. We wanted God.
After we started going to church, it was like maybe 6 months later. We just started. My brother wrote a song first called Gospel Gangster. That's where the name comes from. Because he used to be called Solo the Gospel Gangster. So that's where we get the group name from. And then he wrote a song called Gospel Gangster. And he wrote a song called Testimony. He was like, man, I got this song in my head. God gave me this song. We need to write this song. So tell me, you know, we all got stories. Let's incorporate, let's do the song. So from there,
we started seeing how faithful we was just coming, and we just worshiped because we had been set free.
God brought us from that, put us into a whole different arena, cleaned us up, you know what I'm saying, sent us about our way to do his will.
Now we know Gospel Gangster was God's purpose for our lives. And now you got Crips and Bloods and dope dealers that have come together all under the unity and love of Jesus Christ.
A very real commitment. Not in the sense that, you know, they're going to change who they were, but being who they were going to walk in a new way.